Billionaires take over more than 70% of the world's private jet traffic. But that's just the part you're allowed to see. Taylor Swift can literally shut down the sky when she flies. Elon Musk hates to be in public so much that he has 3D printed restaurants flown to him just to eat in peace. Trump moves with decoy Air Force Ones, while Kim Jong-un rolls around in a 21-car armored train packed with weapons. This isn't luxury, it's next-level secrecy. Because when you're worth billions, flying private isn't enough. You need to disappear completely, and the way these billionaires move, it'll make you question if we're even living on the same planet. Because the richest people on Earth don't just fly private, they fly invisible. You need something that makes you disappear from the world without a trace. This is how the richest people on Earth move in complete silence. From bulletproof yachts, invisible jets, cloned convoys, and literal traveling bunkers, what you're about to hear might sound fake, but it's all real. And let's just say once you see how they move, you'll realize we're not even living in the same world. Let's start with Jeff Bezos, because this man doesn't just live like a Bond villain, he travels like one too. Jeff doesn't just hop on a jet. He chooses from a rotating fleet of 4 private jets and 2 helicopters, all fueled up and on standby across secret hangars in the US. So no matter where he is, Seattle, Miami, or somewhere off the grid, he can literally walk out of his compound, step into an armored SUV, drive straight onto the runway, and be in the air before anyone even realizes he left. But that's just his visible setup. The real power? Surveillance drones, 24/7. These aren't toys. They're high-end military-grade UAVs scanning for threats and monitoring airspace. Add in his AI-powered home security and biometric ID system, and you've basically got a guy living in his own digital fortress on wheels. Now, when he doesn't feel like flying, Bezos boards his $500 million mega yacht, a 417-foot behemoth so massive it needs a second shadow yacht just to carry the toys, like helicopters, jet skis, and dive subs. But here's the kicker. This yacht has no tracking. Because when you're rich enough, international law kinda doesn't apply. You won't see him in airports, you won't track him on marine radars, and you won't even know where he is, unless he posts about it after the fact. This isn't luxury. This is stealth wealth at its highest form. Then there's Taylor Swift. Yeah, the girl who writes breakup songs and fills stadiums. Turns out she's also one of the most highly protected celebrities on Earth, more than any other musician in history. She has over 80 private security staff, with at least 20 traveling with her at all times. Each one makes over $1,000 a day, and their job isn't just to protect her, it's to make sure no one even sees her. They sweep hotels days in advance. They use walkie-talkies only. No cell phones, no leaks. They place decoy vehicles around cities, and she's even rumored to have no-fly zones enforced around her exact location during performances. Let that sink in. Only world leaders get no-fly zones. But Taylor, she's got one just to go sing Love Story. And remember how people were tracking her private jet logs to shame her for short flights? Yeah, that's gone now. The FAA literally passed a law to hide private jet records right after Taylor's logs went viral. Coincidence? Maybe, but she's definitely taking advantage of it now. Now imagine this. You're on a commercial flight, middle seat, knees pressed into your chest. Meanwhile, Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in India, is out here flying around in what people are calling a 7-star hotel in the sky. It's a Boeing 737, not commercial, fully remodeled in Switzerland. It has a bedroom, a boardroom, a bar, a lounge, and a full marble bathroom. This thing looks like the inside of a royal palace, but at 35,000 feet. And just in case that feels too basic, he also owns a Bombardier Global 6000 and an Airbus A319, both tricked out for long-distance invisibility. But the air isn't even where Mukesh shines. It's the ground game that sets him apart. Every time he moves, a 16-car convoy rolls out, but not everything you see is real. Some of those cars are just decoys. Each family member rides in a different vehicle, and the rest are designed to confuse anyone watching. It's a blur of Rolls-Royces, armored BMWs, Land Rovers, Maybachs, Bentleys, Ferraris, a Lamborghini Urus, and even an Aston Martin Rapide. Every single one of them is bulletproof, custom-built, and ready for anything. It doesn't just look like a convoy. It looks like Fast and Furious if it were directed by a billionaire who never wanted to be found. But here's where it gets wild. He has Z+ security. That's India's version of the Secret Service, normally reserved for the Prime Minister. He's got 55 elite commandos rolling with him, trained in MMA, armed with MP5s, and monitoring every inch of the area. This isn't security. This is a mobile military unit. Speaking of paranoia, Mark Zuckerberg isn't just private, he's vanishing from reality. One security upgrade at a time. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't just billionaire-level paranoia. It's something else entirely. Zuckerberg spends over $25 million every year on personal security. Not for show, not just bodyguards. We're talking about a full-on private protection network, built like a digital age fortress. His homes are backed by AI security systems, surrounded by bulletproof walls, and patrolled by elite bodyguards 24/7. And not just at one place, he's got 5 residences across the US, each one locked down tighter than most embassies. When Zuckerberg travels, he disappears. His jet? A Gulfstream G650. His lounge? Windsor Suite at Heathrow, built for royalty, guarded by silence, butlers, and Dom Perignon. No cameras, no trace. In Hawaii, he's building a private fortress, buying land, shutting roads, and maybe even adding a bunker. In countries like Vietnam, where Facebook is banned, he moves without a single photo leaking. His team collects everything, including his waste, to erase any trace of his presence. Zuck doesn't just want privacy, he wants to vanish. Now enter Kim Jong-un. He doesn't fly, he rolls through Asia in a 21-car armored train, bulletproof, bomb-proof, and packed with weapons and guards. It's not transport, it's a moving fortress. Inside, private dining, bedrooms, meetings, and even a toilet car locked tight to hide his DNA. Even in North Korea, he travels between secret luxury compounds, each with private villas, yachts, and its own train station. No leader moves like him, because no one is harder to reach. And then there's Putin, the king of confusion. Putin isn't just Russia's president. He's a master of disappearing in plain sight. His entire travel system is built on one thing: confusion. Every time he moves, it triggers a full-blown security op that looks more like a military takeover than a commute. Whole areas are shut down, scouted months in advance, communications jammed, and every trace wiped clean. By the time he shows up, it's already a fortress. And he doesn't roll up in a regular limo. His motorcade is a moving war machine. Armored vehicles, decoys, spec ops teams, grenade launchers, even portable anti-aircraft systems. No one ever knows which car he's actually in. Every move is layered in deception. Even basic things are hidden. Like Kim Jong-un, Putin avoids public restrooms, but he goes further. His personal waste is collected, sealed, and flown back to Moscow. He knows even the smallest leak can be a threat. But here's the wildest part. People think there might be more than one Putin. Rumors of body doubles have exploded since the Ukraine war. Some say he's been spotted in 2 cities at the same time. Even his walk, posture, and ears seem to change. It's led many Russians to believe that the man they're seeing might not always be the real one. And honestly, that might be the most powerful move of all. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is out here moving like he's invincible. But his travel game? Still on God mode. Back in 2011, Donald Trump bought a Boeing 757 and turned it into a flying penthouse. Think 24-karat gold seatbelts, marble sinks, leather recliners, and private bedrooms. He called it Trump Force One, because of course he did. But that was just the warm-up. Once he became president, luxury turned into national security. He now had Air Force One, the most advanced aircraft on the planet. And after the recent assassination attempt, things got even more serious. Enter Operation Ghost Flight, a strategy where multiple identical Air Force Ones take off at the same time. Same markings, same look. It's a shell game in the sky, and no one knows which one he's actually on. But the real action happens on the ground. When Trump travels, the Secret Service locks down entire routes, sweeps rooftops, checks every building, and if needed, they deploy snipers. His convoy? It's a rolling illusion. Multiple bulletproof limos, identical SUVs, decoys everywhere. Some are real, some are fake, and the fakes are just as protected. Everything is layered, Everything is planned. Surveillance, misdirection, security at every level. At this point, Trump's travel isn't about style, it's about survival. Because when you're a former president, always in the spotlight, the real cost of moving around isn't money, it's staying unseen. But let's end with the guy who might be the weirdest of them all, Elon Musk. He doesn't just travel, he disappears. Elon Musk has turned travel into a full-on stealth mission. Forget private jets and secret lounges. He operates on a level with no rule book. He books hotels under code names. And his favorite alias? Voyager. Sounds cool, but knowing Elon, the real one's probably way more awkward. When Voyager lands, he's never alone. Elon rolls with up to 20 bodyguards, some armed, some medically trained, all mapping out exits before he even walks in. He doesn't enter a room without knowing exactly how to leave it. Fast, his hideouts. Think beyond 5-star. He stayed at Cheval Blanc in Saint-Tropez. 30 rooms, helicopter access, zero media, total ghost mode. And when he doesn't want to be seen at dinner, he doesn't just book a spot, he flies one in. Elon has dined on private, 3D printed restaurants flown to ocean platforms, no paparazzi, just waves, sushi, and silence. But while most billionaires avoid attention, Elon walks straight into it. Like the Kit Kat Club in Berlin, a secretive fetish club where phones are banned. And yet, there he was, blending in while standing out. You won't catch him in an airport lounge or track his jet logs. And if you do see him, it's already too late. Because at this level, privacy isn't just a luxury, it's the product. So yeah, it's the end of it. If you came this far, then you're clearly into the wild lives of billionaires. We dig into their secrets, travels, and empires just for you, so hit that subscribe button and check out the next video. You won't believe what we found next.